Hello there my fellow compatriots. Before this video starts I want to make a special announcement. On Sunday the 5th of April, I will be recording a video where you, yes you, can join me, and we'll be playing random Roblox games. The reason I'll be doing this is because it will be my last Roblox video before I retire on the 16th of May. Mark your calendars because there's only 2 months left. The video will be posted on the 18th of April, which is actually one day before I go to a tour to the UK. This is real. I will be posting pictures of tea on my community tab. If you want to join me, then join my Roblox group, because I will be posting the game links there, and also my Roblox group will be in the description of this video. Anyways, let's move on to our topic of today's video, Eviction Notice Challenges. Eviction Notice is a survival game where you have to survive getting evicted from the house. I mean, unless you're a porn star, then you can have sex and you will never get an eviction notice. Thank God I don't have 500 subscribers. You can win HOH, which means head of household, or POV, which, what does POV mean? Oh, power of veto. And of course, the challenges play a major part of the game, and it's easily the most exciting thing about this game. I looked up on how many challenges I have to do in order to make this video, and I have landed on 18 eviction notice challenges. There were a few that were discontinued like the fire challenge, the lumber challenge, and the take your chance challenge that I haven't even played, so those are not going to be in this video. And also huge disclaimer, I have played multiple rounds of this game, so maybe my name tag or my avatar will be different. There are challenges that I had to record while I couldn't play them, because I was the head of household, and you can't play the challenge after you become the HOH. But hopefully you'll understand what I mean. It's time to rank all 18 eviction notice challenges. This time we're going to be using the tier format, and unlike the jobs from Pizza Place, we do have some sucky challenges on the way. So let's start off with those D tier challenges, which is worse than getting evicted from the house. This is why you should be a porn star.
Disappointment in the game of life!
There were a lot of contenders for last place, but ultimately, there was one I had to lock in as last place, and that is buzzin'. You'll see later on this list that I genuinely do not like the memory games, and this is the prime example why. Buzzin' sucks. It's boring. It takes way too long. It's way too luck-based. I know the other memory games are also luck-based, but at least in those ones, it's not as embarrassing when you're failing them. And at least in those ones anyone can win in a much more rewarding way than some of the other challenges. You don't get enough time to see if it has more or less, because these people just click on a random answer, which genuinely pisses me off. Especially against a good player, this feels like torture, but my friends, there's another dark side to this game mode. The winner gets to pick on who should go up first. Buzzin' always shows up during the merge, which means there were enough time to discuss on who was a threat. So if the threat doesn't want to go, and someone else wins, the comp beast gets to be chosen to suffer and potentially even fail the challenge. This challenge permanently ruins your game if you're a threat. Who was this even made for?
But you can also ruin your game with any—
Shut the fuck up, dude. At least in those ones, it hinders on your clumsiness, and not based on pure luck. Oh god, why isn't this challenge in F tier? I mean, choosing myself after winning is funny, but that's really it. Where is the next challenge? Oh, it's not getting any better.
Nice shoot, fit, sis jiggers, surge jage, fix,
This is the only challenge that I've played with my friend Frost, who's one of my biggest eviction notice goats. But there was one challenge that we both have dreaded to play. Well, there's two actually, but we'll get to that a bit. But the one that I've dreaded the most is clubbing. To be honest, this was the game that I wanted to put in last place, because it's another luck-based challenge, and to be honest, when this video gets posted, I might change my mind. I just couldn't stand this challenge. It takes even longer than buzzin'. It's another unfair challenge, though not as bad since this is usually an HOH challenge. But it's buggy as hell. The ball usually goes in the way where it shouldn't, and sometimes, it doesn't even go. Fix your game already. Even the ball takes way too long to get into a hole, and the point pits are very misleading. It looks like I should score 20 points, but it goes to like, I don't know, lower numbers. And again, another unfair challenge for the pros, but I guess this one's point is to let anyone win, so it's not as terrible. I mean, this is still a terrible challenge, but at least this one doesn't want me to have a conniption fit. And this is not even the last D tier challenge. Oh my god, make it stop.
I'm dizzy and I have serious short-term memory loss.
Yippee, the two memory games, Baking Blast, and Memorabilia. These are pretty infamous for being very disliked challenges, and for a good reason. They just take way too long. These two challenges are agonizing to get through, and it's a breath of fresh air when these challenges end. But I don't know, man. It didn't break my brain like buzzing or clubbing. It's just something you would wanna get through. But what's the difference between these two challenges? Baking Blast has ingredients as the choices, while Memorabilia has yes or no. I've actually done this challenge in Brain Cells for the win extra, but despite doing that challenge in my own series, it doesn't make it a good challenge. As I said, these two take way too long, and as someone who wears glasses in real life, this challenge doesn't feel very good for my eyes. If I had to choose which one is better, I think Memorabilia edges out Baking Blast. That one's way faster and it usually shows up later than the other one, so that's a plus. But yeah, I can't enjoy these challenges. They're way too slow paced for my liking. But we're finally onto our C tier. Thank God. I wanna dive into mediocrities.
Did you know? Did you know that when you water a plant, the plant becomes more water?
I never liked April showers. It's not even April. This one always underwhelmed me. It's just chasing down the rain and watering the plants to become a flower. The rain can be annoying with the way it moves, but it isn't the worst thing in the world. I just find this challenge really boring. It's not bad, but I'm never really excited when this challenge shows up. It's just way too basic for my liking.
Clouds? Clouds?
Stratosphere is a pretty well-liked challenge, but not for me bitches. This one always struck me as a boring staying alive challenge. The tiles can disappear, mold, get icy, and thunderstruck, which are good concepts, but they're never really a threat, which I believe is the main thing that these tiles should do. Most people die because they fell off. Gameplay wise it's fine. Usually I just stand there and watch everyone burn. But that's alright because I like the way it hurts. I think it gets better once a lot of tiles disappear. It gets really intense trying to survive on those few tiles that remain, but that's not saying much. You might say that this is also a luck-based challenge, but in this one, it feels like it's your fault when you fell off. Overall though, this one's just kind of okay. Watch Your Steps is our first B tier challenge. I never liked this one originally, because I suck at this one way too hard. Like no other challenge messes up my performance as much as this one. But now, I kinda like it. It's actually pretty fun trying to survive. This challenge gives me jittery fingers, but in a way that makes me lock in, and when you perfectly time your jump, and manage to reach the other platform. That's more satisfying than cranking up the mega mind. I also wanna talk about the futuristic aesthetic this challenge has going on. It's a natural fit, and I think they nailed it. This one doesn't rank any higher because, it does feel like this one was specifically made for grassless people, aka challenge gods, which does suck. But I like this challenge, it's pretty cool.
Kaboom! Yes we go! Kaboom!
Hehehe, Bomboozled is funny. I can't take this challenge seriously. When someone dies, I clap ironically like brilliant brilliant brilliant. I take eviction notice challenges seriously, except when I'm at this one. I just love dying randomly to a bomb and get absolutely flinged. Even when I played with Mystic and I got shrieked by a bomb, he couldn't hold back that laugh. And so couldn't I. But that's also the main problem of this challenge. It's really buggy. Even when a bomb hits you, you can somehow survive it, and if you're not even close to a bomb, you can still die somehow. However, even if I become a catfish during this game, there's also a lot of thought to this challenge, like, should I go between the bombs and risk my life, or should I just stay where I am? That's always nice to see. Honestly, I wanted to rank this challenge way higher than it deserves, but due to its bugginess, and even its simplicity, I just can't do it. Still, I kinda ironically adore it, but unironically I think it's pretty nice.
Shh, they don't know I know this life hack. I got a gun!
I need to make a huge hot take with this one. I'm not really a big fan of shooter games. They just feel way too intense for me. I mean, the only time I play Fortnite is if I want to go bananas with the K-pop Demon Hunter skin. With that said, straight shooters is cool, because it's a textbook definition of an oversimplification that feels earned. This one's fun, it has lots of hiding spots, and a lot of walls too. Though maybe a bit too many walls? I feel like it should be more open than walls everywhere, and the gun's aim is just stupid. I can't properly aim at my target, for some reason. But other than that, it's pretty solid. Both hiding and shooting at people is fun. The map also shrinks when there's 1 minute left, and when you get a kill, that's super exciting. I wish I had more to say, but yeah, this one's nice, and we've made it to the halfway mark, though we still have a long way for those A-tier challenges. But let's move on to number 9. Can any Deep South and Midwest Americans relate to this? You wake up at 7 AM trying to brush your teeth, then you look out the window and say, holy shit beast, that's a tornado. Yeah, Eviction Notice actually made fun of the goddamn boring states with tornadoes. Avoid the Void is the bigger, more developed sister of Bomboozled. 1. It looks way more polished aesthetically. There's many houses and trees on the ground. That's really cool. 2nd, this map actually shrinks as it goes on. You can even fall off the platform if you time it incorrectly. That's neat. This is one of those challenges that feels like you were actually stupid when you lost it. For the most part though. Sometimes I'm not really that close to the tornado and it still catches me, though this is inescapable for the surviving on platform challenges. Oh, I forgot to mention this, but the tornado goes faster as it goes on, and apparently I heard this from a lot of people, but the more people are crowded, the higher the chances for the tornado to come right at you. I didn't expect this challenge's mechanics to be smart, except for the tornado hitbox, but it's like the backrooms, impossible to escape. This one's pretty good. The only thing this one doesn't add the Bomboozled is the meme factor, but Avoid the Void is better in almost every way.
Money!
Sense of balance. If there's any challenge I would call the textbook definition of good, it would be this one. Even if we're at the top half of the list, this is the most middle of the road challenge in this game. Going back and forth is fun, and the wobbly bridge definitely adds a bit of difficulty. Falling off isn't unfair or easy. Frost really likes this challenge, and I can see why, but for me, it's pretty good. Honestly, I'm kinda pissed that I couldn't talk about this one more. Don't worry, I have some words for the next challenge.
I'm following you. Of course I'm following you. You know why? We're in a parking garage.
I've seen some divisive thought on tile trackers. Many people say they love it, and a lot say that they can't stand its fake ass, and for me, it's in the B tier, which are challenges that are solid, so yeah. I've always had a soft spot for these tile painting challenges. I don't know why really, they're just charming, but Eviction Notice absolutely nailed this concept. It's a free-for-all tile painting, which means chaos is about to happen. And yeah, it's a Spartan's hell, and that's why I like it. This is the only challenge that really depends on the people. They are either noobs, pros, or even cheaters, like they won't stop following you. But you know why I ranked this challenge at 7th place. This challenge makes my ADHD brain go to absolutely high. You know how I talked about those cheaters that won't stop following you? Well, just run to the start, and say that you're quote unquote AFK, and they'll leave you, and then you can start causing havoc. I've actually done this once and it absolutely delivered. Oh yeah, and one advice, usually when there's 10 seconds left, always go to the starting wall, and make sure to color them. It absolutely saves your game. It actually made me won a lot of times, like the footage that you're seeing. This challenge is just really diverse, so many strategies and so many comebacks could happen, making it one of the craziest challenges in the entire game. The people hold this challenge from ranking any higher because they mostly suck, and it's not the most complex or well-crafted challenge, but yeah, I really like this one.
Battle for circle.
Shapeshifters is really swell. Out of all the luck-based challenges that doesn't require any insane skill, I think this is the best. However, this and the next challenge, I don't really have a lot of words to say about them. You have to collect 5 shapes, and place them onto the box. It's pretty simple, but also really chaotic sometimes. Though I want to highlight this challenge is really neat aesthetic, the decor lookalike is a natural fit here, and the bloom isn't turned on to the maximum. I mean it also isn't the greatest challenge for my eyes, but who cares? Yeah, I really like this challenge. Maybe the ladders feel a bit too broken, like, it doesn't really work a lot of the time, but oh well, a small price to pay.
I like my suitcase. I like my suitcase.
Guys, I'm poor. I've never been to a plane before. But I can imagine this is how the CTX machine works in Istanbul. Luggage leapers makes me go brrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrrr funny, and the machine moves faster as it goes on, which is nice. Yeah, that's all I have. Unfortunately, I had even less words than the shapeshifters segment, but this one's just really fun. And now, it's finally time to move on to those A-tier challenges, the ones that I'm very excited when it comes up. Yeah, there's only 4 challenges left, but they're all bangers.
The last thing you'd want in your Burger King burger is someone's foot fungus.
I'll admit, I have some biasms coming up here. Build a burger is the only challenge that I can consistently win. Even pros are afraid of me during the challenge. But what is this challenge? Well, there are ingredients, which are onions, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, and patty. I never get why they had to place the patty right there. Oh yeah, I forgot about the buns. But you probably know that's essential. Whatever burger the table shows you to deliver, that's the burger that you have to make. Complex ones worth 5, while simple ones like patty and cheese, which is what I usually put on a burger in real life, worth 4 points.
But Adam, what if someone steals your spot? Doesn't that mean you have to do everything all over? That means the challenge is ruined by that.
No, not at all. There is a lot of tables in this challenge, so you can just go to another table and place the burger there. It's much more rewarding when something goes wrong than in some other challenges. But yeah, overall, this one's actually great. Bomboozled would have ranked here if it was more cohesive, but this one just has it all. Also, am I the only one who says Bob's Burgers when the challenge starts?
Help, Smithers. I'm sinking.
Sinking feeling is absolutely intense. I love this one so much. Before we dive into the challenge, a quick few words. This challenge actually got reworked some time ago. The original was just a dark atmosphere and you had to jump on the platform. And honestly, I played it and it was pretty good. But it's really hard to deny that it got the glow up of the millennium. Holy fucking shit. This map looks way cooler than it originally did, and the fun factor has also been improved. There is so many obstacles courses, from snake to maze to pillars. It's fun doing the obstacles, while trying to avoid the sand. I don't know if this challenge is randomized, but if it is, that's cool. This one requires a lot of skill to complete, and it's actually your fault when you fall off, not any luck. And yeah, the challenge eventually has to end, because the sand goes up faster as it goes on, so you gotta be on your toes. It's such a good challenge, it's insanely fun, it's absolutely intense, it requires a lot of obby skills, speed is important here, it's just such an awesome challenge that never gets repetitive, one of my favorites in the whole game. Power outage is iconic, and for a good reason. I think this is an amazing scavenger hunt challenge. The darkness adds a lot of creepiness to the layout, which by the way, is insanely cool. The layout is so big, so many spots where you can find items, so many dead ends, and so many ways to get to the other side of the map. It's one of the biggest highlights of the entire challenge. And this is all accompanied by the item sortness, which is also really good. A lot of items are really easy to find, because there's a lot of them. There's also a lot of items where they hide in the shadows, but once you find them, it saves your game. Like you got to understand, this challenge is also good for a lot of rookie players, because they can usually steal an item from the pros. That's funny. And unlike the last challenge that we talked about, power outages items is indeed randomized, which adds a lot of thought of where you should go always, like it would have been boring if it just stayed there for an entire game. Because it would be really predictable, but no, they cared about randomizing the items so they wouldn't be in the same spot. Like this is one of the most versatile challenges in the whole game, which is why it's number 2, but number 2, and not number 1. I've already done this challenge in brain cells for the win, and if you know which one, then you know that this is the number 1, FS is the unanimous number 1 spot, and the only challenge I can confidently say that it deserves the S tier. It's just so amazing. FS is another scavenger hunt, but this time, a scary, thing, says what to bring. Is it the most unique challenge? No. Is it the most fun challenge? Yes. The chaos here is undeniable. So many people are fighting for the item, which is actually really fun to witness, and getting the upper hand and clicking it first is really satisfying. One of the friends actually made an argument that the side spots are always the most lucky ones, which is a busted myth. The items aren't always spawning there, it usually goes in the middle, which is where a lot of people go by the way. And when there's a tight race and you get up there first, oh man, satisfying to its absolute core, it's an absolute delight. I also want to talk about the beginning where besides the catwalk spots, you get to speed up, and get slowed down when you bring the item. It's a really cool inclusion that lets people lock in. And this is the best challenge aesthetically, the purple sewage, the gloomy forest, the medieval spectating spot, I mean, this is just amazing. It even takes down watch your steps aesthetic. I could go on about how this challenge is phenomenal, but I don't think I have the time to talk about it, but you should know that this is the best challenge, in Eviction notice. Well, that was a really fun ranking. Let me know if I should have added the fire challenge to the list. Sorry to all the zero fans of the fire challenge. Anyways, don't forget to join me on the 5th of April. Join my Roblox server for all the information. Anyways, I'm gonna go now. I'm sick by the way. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hyper beta, 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 diddles children like a hater, beta, beta.